you're watching this video, then you and I have the same problem. We don't finish our side projects. But it really hit me the other day when I posted this tweet saying so many projects I started are now startups and I need to lock in. And I posted this, and then the CEO of Bolt messaged me asking me what code editor this was. This is something I built. It's a project called Vibe Check. Basically, it's for those who are vibe coding projects to connect their GitHub and then run a vibe check. An AI agent would review the code and tell them where things are wrong, security vulnerabilities, all that type of stuff. That legit could have been a startup. I literally could have been in YC, raised $10 million, and on a yacht out the trenches. But instead, I jumped over to the next side project. And I wanted to ask myself, why? Why is this issue so prevalent amongst us developers? And nothing makes things clearer than a graph on Excalibur. So on one side we have excitement, on the other side we have time. There's nothing more exciting than when you start a project. When you set up that fresh Next.js project, you set it up with Convex if you're a G like me, and then you have Shatsi UI, and then you just, you make a little bit of the components here, there, you set up the first few APIs. Nothing is more exciting than that. And then time goes on. And then you get your first bugs, and then you get people to use it, and there's stuff that's broken, and then all that other stuff happens, and then some new shiny project idea hits you, and by the time a couple of days, a couple of weeks have passed, you've completely abandoned the project and have moved on to the next one. But my question to myself and to you is, what if we stuck through these projects? What if we finished them? What if we reached the end of the tunnel with these projects? Now, a couple of mine that I've made the goal to finish this year are a GTA RP Economy, Vibe Check, UPack, MCP App Store, Goshen Pay, Tsahafi, and Guru Checker. So I'll give you a rundown of each project. So Vibe Check, I explained earlier, is basically the title is, if you spammed AI to build your SaaS, you probably need a vibe check. Plus, you probably don't know what you're doing. And it's as simple as you click on Get Started. You have to authenticate with GitHub, and then you click on Analyze Repos. So these are all your public repos. And then you can view your files here. It's basically text editor. And then you can run a vibe check, performance review, code quality, bug detection. If I run code quality, it won't work because I need to update my API keys. But you get the gist. This is not fully done, but I started off pretty nice. It looks pretty good. And then I moved on to the next project, which was UPack. UPack, though, was a hackathon project. So I built it in 24 hours. It was pretty successful. Won the hackathon. If you haven't watched that video, you should check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. But I could have turned this to a SaaS. There were actually people asking me if they could pay for a higher tier. But I moved on to the next thing, right? And then you have MCP App Store, which actually blows my mind because I'm going to take you to my Vercel and go to MCP App Store, and I'm going to show you the analytics. Mind you, this site is not functioning at all. But in the last 30 days, over 2,000 people have checked it out. In the last 3 months, over 8,000 people have checked it out. And it's all because of SEO. People are searching MCP App Store on Google. And because I have mcpappstore.com, people are going to, this could be something. But again, I moved on to the next project, Goshen Pay. Goshen Pay was something I really was excited about, but how annoying Stripe was kind of deterred me, and I moved over to the next thing. It's basically a payment system for churches, right? For churches and nonprofits. I have all these amazing side projects. Tsahafi's a CMS, and Guru Catcher is actually funny. It doesn't work anymore because code ages like milk, but you basically give it your Stripe API key, and then it'll verify your Stripe numbers, because a lot of gurus be lying with those Stripe numbers. A lot of those Stripe numbers are inspect elemented. I say that all to say, it's time we finish our side projects. But how? I have 6 to 7 that I want to finish. What is my goal? How do I want to go about this? Well, I have a solution. First is accountability. If you don't have accountability, you can join my Discord group, link in the description. If enough people join, then we'll start having accountability calls, holding each other accountable, progress reports. I'm going to reach out to some of my developer friends, and I want them to hold me accountable. Number 2 is, what are your goals of the side project? I think when you have these big illustrious goals for every side project you start, and you have 6, 7 of them, it can get overwhelming. You flip-flop. I think if you just make it a goal to finish the side project and have a banger portfolio piece that you can use to either get a job or you can maybe spin off to a business, I think that's a great goal. But number 3, and the last one, it's time to lock in. I know everybody's talking about the great lock-in and all that stuff. It's cool. I've been saying the phrase lock-in the whole year, but that's neither here nor there. But it's actually time to lock in. It's actually time to be serious. We have 3 to 4 months left to the year, And it's time for us to hit those side projects, to finish them, because I realize, especially if you're a developer, nothing looks good more than polished projects, whether you're trying to get a job, whether you're trying to start a startup, whether you're trying to raise money. If people see that you finish stuff to the end and they see polished work, believe me, it is a night and day comparison. I know a lot of people are struggling to get jobs. I challenge you. Finish something, let it be so polished, so good that it actually looks like a product, a working product, and you'd be surprised how it all changes. I made the decision to finish my side projects. I hope you make the decision with me. If you want accountability, join my Discord group. And I'm so excited for what the end of the year will look for us when we finish our side projects. I'm proud of you. I believe in you. I think you could do it if you put your head in and you lock in. It's time to lock in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.